Watercooler. Watercooler. Watercooler.
Hello and welcome to Watercooler. Oh yes, we's back. My name's Chris Laxamana. This is a show where I kick it with my cool digital buds like Caelan Biehn.
What's going on?
Gary Smith.
What's up?
Matt Fondiler.
Hey, brother.
And Mike Dawson.
Aloha.
It's good to be back on this side of the country where I could see you guys in person.
Yep. It sounds like the start of a stand-up act.
Yeah. No, it's not.
It's good to be back here in this part of the country.
Yeah, this part of the country.
Did you get some good Wisconsin cheese?
Wait for some beats. Because everyone's just going to be
cheese curds or something.
If this was stand-up, everyone would just be clapping and
right.
and just cracking up.
Yep.
Yeah.
Los Angeles! We need to rile them back up again.
Laughs,
Yeah.
That's the easy stuff.
That's if it's all about cheap laughs, then I'm in.
Yeah.
I'm all about it. I want that. Now, I just came back from Appleton, Wisconsin.
Woo! Appleton!
Caelan, have you heard of Appleton, Wisconsin before we went there?
I have not.
How about you guys?
No, I've heard of Applebee's, and I thought
Applebee's,
that's where
Wisconsin.
you guys should have had dinner.
Oh yeah,
Was
we'll
Applebee's
get
at
into
Appleton.
that too. To be honest, I'd never heard of Appleton, Wisconsin. And
Appleton, Wisconsin is where they have a thing called, I believe it's called the Mile of Music. And shut down the fucking streets, and it's bands.
That
and
rules.
Food. It's
I
one
can
of
see
the
that.
greatest festivals of all time.
Dude, just walking down the downtown area, just on their main street, just music shops everywhere.
It's just they just shut it down.
Huge
There's bands
music
everywhere,
shops.
stages everywhere.
Yeah. So
One day I'll play there.
yeah, and then met a lot of Bobo Boys out in Appleton. We got a nice little crew out there.
Yeah?
A lot of barks, a lot of people loving the water cooler. So I just want to say to everybody I met in Appleton that mentioned the water cooler, thank you from all of us.
Yeah.
We really appreciate it.
Sorry we haven't heard of your town.
Well, that's fine because look, a lot of people, like when I told them I was in Appleton or I'm going to Appleton, they haven't really heard of it either. But
Is that right next to Orangeton?
well, the way. See that I gotta save that for the idea, Dawson. Jeez, that's
Before the trip, Dawson.
Oh, I know. Come on, man. You know I get on mic to collect those ping pong balls. I need some material when I'm up there. And I told
it to Orangeton?
I don't think this is I don't think this is an insult in any way, but Appleton, Wisconsin is exactly what you think is, or it sounds like Appleton. It's just very pleasant, quaint, it's kind of small towny.
There are apple trees everywhere?
A ton of apples, like apple tons.
Yeah.
No, not a ton of apple trees. But it's just like a really cool town, and everyone thinks that Canada. Oh, everybody's really polite in Canada. It's the Canadian way.
They pulled the Iceland Greenland thing because Greenland's covered in ice and Iceland's fairly green.
Yes.
There's a town in Wisconsin called There's No Appleton Here. And that's where the apples
See,
are.
Dawson just pouring in these jokes that I could have used on stage.
Giving them away.
Come on, man. You had these chambered the whole time.
I purposely kept them away from you because
you don't-
wanted to
you don't want me to burn 'em.
decrease your possibilities of shining.
I see.
Yeah.
Well, it worked. Anyway, so it's just a wonderful town. We get there in every Uber we get into. Mike August just looks at the driver. By the way, these are my Ubers that I order.
Chris is very concerned about how the behavior of others will affect his Uber score.
I am.
What
and
is your Uber score at this point?
It's 4.89.
That's pretty good.
It's pretty good.
Yeah.
That's pretty good, but
Mine's super low.
which is why I'm very worried
Yeah.
about it. Well, Mike August likes to pull a Mike Dawson, where he sits shotgun every time. And I'm getting Uber XLs so we could have more room in the back, and he still sits shotgun. So just me and Adam in the back of a van, and August just still prefers to sit up front. And he just always looks left from the passenger seat to every Uber driver. 100% success rate. So what's up with Appleton? What do I need to know about this town? Why are we here? Why do people come here? Wow. But what's interesting though is nobody had an answer. There's like, I don't know. I mean, they just come and he's like, so who's from Appleton? And everybody always mentioned Harry Houdini. Harry Houdini is from Appleton. Next up, Willem Dafoe.
Those are two pretty big, big celebs.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd take it.
So it was pretty cool. We flew out from LAX, very busy at LAX. I'm sure you heard in the Kroll show. And my bag that I checked in with all the gear, the box, like the Pelican.
The most important box on the trip.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, with all the podcast gear and the audio gear.
show.
The show, yeah. So I always get nervous whenever I check in those bags, just because I can't keep my eye on it anymore. It's just at the mercy of the airline.
Chris, correct me if I'm wrong. Wasn't this the first time you had flown with a brand new rig?
No, this isn't the first time. Well, I've been using a new mixer, but it's not the first time I've flown with this like case and like the whatever.
You didn't lose that mixer, did you?
No.
Okay.
Well, so here's what happened. So we fly in, and I'm always worried about what's going on with these with the boxes when I'm not there. We have a layover in Minneapolis, so it's definitely getting transferred from plane to plane. And we get into Appleton, and it has that. It's a really small airport in Appleton, kind of reminiscent like Burbank or something. So it's just like the flat baggage claim carousel. So it doesn't have to like slide down that huge ramp and crash into the wall, which I'm happy for. It just comes out of a little thing and it's right there. But so here comes my box. The lid's open. The foam is nestled right on top of the lid, like the cutout foam. So it looked like it was just placed there. So I'm watching it just come out, and I'm like, oh, this is not good. And then I take off the foam, and it's missing a lot of gear, pretty much all the loose gear that's in there, including like the recorder, the camera. And I'm just staring at it like, oh, this is not going to be good. Now my mind's racing because we have a podcast in just a few hours that I have to tech out at this club that I've never worked at before. And I'm like, how am I going to pull this off? And then there's a guy who works there who's like, who's the guy that he has the earmuffs and the orange vest, and the gloves, and just basically the guy who put out all the stuff. And I go, was it open like that when you saw it? And he goes, yeah, I think so, yeah. Well, I'm missing some stuff in there, like a camera, a tripod, a digital recorder. And he's like, oh, yeah, I didn't see anything.
You didn't lose the H6, did you?
It was the H6.
Oh, you poor guy.
So I'm like, oh, it's not. Well, can you check? It's like, yeah, I can go back and check if you want. I didn't see anything, but let me go back and check. I'll be back. I'll come back and get you. I'm like, okay. Well, meanwhile, August and Adam are in their Uber already, waiting to go because we got to get to the show. We got to get, And so I'm waiting. It's like 15, 20 minutes, and the guy has not come back. And I look outside, and he's just unloading a plane. Like a new plane that came in. I'm like, oh boy, he's not coming back. And then I look, and there's a long line at the baggage claim window. There's one lady working there, and there's a long line of people like who have issues going on. So now I'm just like, okay, I got to get in this Uber and get to the show, but I have to file a claim for my bag. What do? I don't even do it. I just get in the car and I call Delta and tell them what's going on. And right now they're working on it. But anyway, so that was fun. That was a
great way to start.
To start the trip. Of course, there were a lot of internet issues at the venue, as anybody who heard the Corolla show. So we usually Zoom guests in. That was pretty tough both days. The second day was a lot better, but not enough to where we could pull off a full show. And it was rough. So anyway, other than the technical issues, great town, great trip. I felt bad for Matt because the only free time we get on these shows is during the day. Like the Saturday daytime is the only free time because we work shows from basically I'm at the club or the venue from 5 p.m. to about 1 a.m. typically. And so Friday we fly in, go straight to the venue, and I'm there till 1, go to sleep, and now I have my free day. And Adam likes this time to use this time to go out to eat. It's like that's what he considers his vacation. Let's just find a nice place to sit and eat. And Matt found some really great places. August found some really great places, but they weren't open. They don't open till 4. So Adam puts it on. And then Matt emails us like, here's another couple places that are open, that have good food. Check them out. And I thought, yes, awesome. But Adam calls, I want to go somewhere else. Find a place. And I'm looking. He wanted sushi. He walked by Katsuya, and he's like, what's their sushi like out here?
So close to the majestic ocean. I'm sure it's wonderful.
And I'm like, well, it actually got good reviews, but they're not open till dinner either.
Yeah.
Yeah, Appleton just has to do lunch, I guess. But there was a P.F. Chang's there. And we went to P.F. Chang's, and I sit down at the booth, and I just send Matt a picture of the menu at P.F. Chang's and go, welp.
Here's what I don't understand fully. Why not a sports bar? Why no sports bar? For sushi? No. I guess that's why. Because he just was obsessed with the idea of getting sushi. But anytime this happens, you guys go to these towns, and when you end up at a P.F. Chang's, I always wonder, why not just go to like one of the sports bars we put down? Doesn't Adam want to just watch sports and have
Adam
beer?
No, he doesn't. That's the thing, though. He doesn't. There's no sports on right now that he would even care about to watch. Number one.
Let me put it another way. I could give a flying fart about sports, but I love going to a sports bar.
You like the ambiance, the atmosphere. I want some pretzels with beer cheese. That sounds great. Yeah.
You know, and then on TV, there's people hitting objects with sticks.
I'll tell you what Corolla always asks for whenever we go out to eat. Either he's looking for like an Eastern or like a European place, like a Hungarian goulash. Basically, just type in goulash in a Yelp, and you'll find places that Adam would want to go. Or
the Claw.
Or he wants like diner food. He's like, I just want breakfast food. Just find an old timey diner with a waitress that sounds like she smokes a pack a day, and let's go there.
Pretty sure.
You want tomato juice or V8, honey?
That's exactly.
Yeah. We only got V8.
That's the exact voice.
Exact voice.
But yeah, that you know what I'm talking about, and just they're constantly just filling your mug with coffee, and it's great. It's fun because I think Adam just wants to sit at a restaurant where he just has a person waiting on the table, and Adam just wants to talk.
Yep,
and that's what he's looking for. And PF Chang's is solid to him. Like it's just like I know what I'm getting. Let's just go. We get the same thing at every PF Chang's we go to.
Now, here's a question that I have to ask. You guys are all talking about PF Chang's like this was like not the greatest thing in the world. I love PF Chang's. What's wrong with PF Chang's?
This one wasn't the greatest PF Chang's in the world. Okay. Even Adam was like, they dialed it down a little bit here, where it didn't really feel as zesty as it usually does.
Okay.
Or as flavorful, but
I feel like we've talked about this off air. PF Chang's is not what it used to be.
It's the Paquito Moss of Chinese food.
I don't know about that.
I think that might be accurate.
Anyway, so
Moss, son of a bitch.
Couple of things that happened in Appleton, though. I will say this: I was in England in I think 2016. That's when we went, and it was during Brexit. And it was this huge cultural thing that was going on. Everybody was just talking about it. It was a huge political deal. The cameramen that we were with, it was such a huge thing to them. And then I was in Appleton the weekend Aaron Rodgers said he didn't want to play for Green Bay anymore. That seemed like a bigger deal. When I was in Appleton, Wisconsin, and Aaron Rodgers just goes, yeah, I'd like to be traded. Everybody was – it was to the point where about the next day, like a day in, everyone in Appleton, after you mentioned Aaron Rodgers, they just grow like, oh, this again. Like they were already over it because that's all they've been getting for probably the last week was the Aaron Rodgers stuff. And we ordered an Uber, and this is what happened. So Adam wants to go to P.F. Chang's, and he's like, get the Uber to come at the airport at 2. And what's great about Uber is you can schedule the Uber to arrive like ahead of time. So it's noon now. I scheduled it to come at 2. And August and I meet at the lobby, and we're like, where's Adam? I got this Uber here. Where's Adam? We get in the car. Usually Adam, maybe he's coming late. I don't want to call him now and rush him. So I tell the Uber driver, he'll be down in just a couple minutes. And we're just waiting. And in my brain, I'm like, oh, this Uber rating is just getting lower by the second. We're making this guy wait. And then I call Adam. Hey, Adam, Uber's here. He goes, I'm 5 blocks away. Can you just have him pick me up? He's like, this is his exact words. Have him make a left on the main street. I forget what it's called. I'm under the sign that lights up. Click.
Oh my god.
And luckily, I know the main street. I'm like, okay, make a left here. And I already perused the town. I'm like, I think I know the exact sign he's talking about. Luckily, I did. So first off, I had to ask the Uber driver. I'm like, look, I'll pay extra. Can we please just take a minor detour and pick up the guy we were just waiting on for the last few minutes? And he goes, sure. And
more money for him, more distance.
And he click start trip. We go. We pick up Adam. Adam gets in the car, and we're both in the back of this van. August is singing shotgun. And now I'm just like, great. I'm just listening, waiting for my Uber rating to just decline because that's my worth, man. That's my self-worth is my Uber rating. And then August mentions a Division III football game that he has going, and the Uber driver's super into football. So he's like and Mike's talking about football and all the bets he's been making. This Uber driver's starting to get into it. And I'm like, oh, great.
They're getting friends. The score's going back up.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, it's going back up. This is awesome. And then Mike's like, so what do you think about the whole Aaron Rodgers thing after they've been talking football for a while? And he's like, I hate Aaron Rodgers. Ugh, he's annoying. And we're like, why? And he goes, my friend is an Uber driver. And he said that Aaron Rodgers got in the back of his Uber first thing Aaron Rodgers said was, "We are not going to talk about football, number one. And number two, you're not getting a tip." Just off the bat. Just put it out there. Number one, sit down, not talking about football, and you're not getting a tip. And then next thing, Adam, who's been quiet the whole time, just chimes up, "Well, we're only just going to do one of those things with you."
That's great. And the score plummets.
Yeah, well, actually, the Uber driver just guffaws. He was so delighted by that, and that just goes to show how nice everybody in Appleton is and how cool everybody is. And the trip was a delight. And I think my Uber rating even went up after that.
So
there you go.
Look at that.
It was a preconceived notion. And then the trip home, the layover, we had a layover in Detroit on the way home, which none of us really knew our geography very well. So we get on the plane. It's already like 5. We wake up at 5 something, and then the plane departs at 7 a.m. We get in this tiny plane to take us to Detroit. We land in Detroit. We look at our phones, and now we're in Eastern time. We're like, oh, Detroit's on Eastern time, whereas Appleton's at Central time. Okay.
Yeah, you guys flew away from LA.
Yeah.
Oh, weird.
That's weird. And then, and I'm just trying to sleep the whole time because we barely got any sleep. We got back at like 1:15, and I stayed up a little bit later just so I could sleep on the plane, just so this trip can go as fast as possible. I plan on sleeping on the planes. I can sleep on planes. It's no big deal. And then we get on the second flight that takes from Detroit to LA, and I go back to sleep. I slept at the layover at the airport. I slept on the way to Detroit. We get on the plane. I sleep back on the plane back to LA, and then I wake up and I'm like, oh man, where are we? Like I'm kind of disoriented. And then Delta has a like flight tracker to where you are, and I go check where we are. It's like you're right over Appleton.
Oh, like, no.
Oh. It's like this entire morning.
Holy shit.
I was like, oh, okay, cool.
Wow.
And I land in L.A., have a nice Mother's Day with Jen's family and my mom. Respectively, we did lunch with Jen's family and dinner with my mom. And it worked out. But speaking of Mother's Day with Jen's family, they did burgers and dogs, which I really appreciate. Everyone's trying to do a little too much. Burgers and dogs are great. Just grill some burgers and dogs outside. But I want to get your guys' thoughts on what Jen's brother did to the burgers.
Oh, God. What did he do to the burgers?
It's not appropriate for this show, dude.
This is sounding...
He had his pants down. It was not. It wasn't. I can't say anymore.
Yeah. Maybe we shouldn't talk about it. The worst part is they hate
him.
Oh, God.
Yeah.
We had to eat them. So he made the burgers, the patties, ground beef, but he put Ritz crackers into the patty.
Oh.
Have you heard of that?
No.
I've never heard of that before.
It's actually more disturbing than what I had in my head.
So crushed up.
I'm deeply disturbed.
He found the recipe on
like a binding agent.
He found the recipe on like YouTube. Just put a bunch of crushed up Ritz crackers into the patty.
And it soaks the grease, probably.
Oh. Dawson is like a food scientist. Shay Dawson-A. That is exactly right. Everything he's been saying. And these burgers were amazing. Incredible. You couldn't taste the Ritz crackers. Like, he had to tell you that they were in there. But there was something about these burgers that were just incredible.
Probably a lot juicier.
They're so much juicier. Yeah, they soaked up all the grease in there, the binding, whatever it was. Do yourself a flavor, everybody. Look up putting Ritz crackers in your burger patty. You'll thank me later. I've tried it already. It works, and it's awesome.
That's Vinny approved, right?
No. Why would you do that? It is not. But anyway, yeah, just try that. And that was a nice Mother's Day. And now here we are back in the studio.
Now, here's a thought. Ritz crackers in the burger patty. Okay, that's one thing. What about Cheez-Its in the burger patty?
You son of a bitch.
Wouldn't that be? It would have the same bread-like quality, but you would also get extra cheese into the patty.
Interessante. Muy interessante, bro.
I like that you bring that up because Cheez-Its is a player for Cheese Louise.
That is indeed.
Yeah, so I'll remember to use that if I ever roll that dice. Yeah, it's just I think that'd be
now it's time for listener comments.
You heard Kermit. All right, well, why don't we get into some listener comments for Mike Dawson? Here we go.
Now it's time for listener comments.
Once again, these are all comments and clan mail found on our Facebook page.
No.
And if anybody wants to join our Facebook group, we have a great group. It's my favorite place on the internet. Just go to facebook.com/groups/Bobo Army Worldwide LLC. Answer a few questions, and you're there. Now, I know people are going, not everybody has a Facebook, man. Why do you guys have a group and not everyone's a Facebook? Well, get a Facebook, dude.
Yeah,
it's not hard to get a Facebook. I know what it's privacy concern, whatever. Make a fake account. I don't care. It's worth making a Facebook for.
Totally.
If you want to join this group, it really is. Everyone's cool.
And we're not going to do a background check. We're not looking at your page to see who you are, as long as you answer the questions correctly.
No, I lurk every once in a while. Yeah, I got to say, who are you?
Matt, don't make any promises.
Who's this commenter? Well, you're new here. Yeah, if you're in our group, I've lurked, baby. I know everybody. I've seen you. I see you.
I'm sorry, Jen.
Not like creepy, but actually
Really?
creepy. Creepy. I'm a very creepy dude. Okay, here we go.
Has anyone ever used the word lurk in an uncreepy manner?
Yeah, I know. You can lurk. It's
No, I think you can lurk. I don't think I can.
Well, here's the thing, man. I think
lurking.
I think the last time I lurked was when I was working as a valet.
Oh, boy.
And I was waiting for that tip. And I just
That's
lurked.
getting worse.
Just lurk.
So you were lurking on the hunt for extra money.
Yeah.
Extra tip.
Actually,
Yeah.
damn it.
Lurking is not
I
creepy.
think
You're just
lurking's
lurking.
No,
You're
lurking
just
is
lurking.
never a positive word.
You don't
It
think?
sounds
No.
creepy. I'm going with the creepy.
You guys
one.
are
You
Chris,
don't-
go
you
home
don't
and
go-
tell Jen you
briskly
lurked
lurk.
today at work.
Imagine going to the doctor.
Yeah, I'm switching over. I'm going on Team Creep for lurk because it is. I mean, it is, and sometimes it's meant to be.
Here, Chris, let's try it. What'd you do at work today?
I was just lurking.
I don't think so.
Let's
Went
try this
online,
another way.
lurking
around.
Chris,
Went online. That's making it way
Let's try it
worse.
again. Okay.
you're at the doctor's office.
Sure.
You've been waiting in the room for some time now.
Okay.
The doctor comes around the corner and goes, "Sorry, I was just lurking in the hallway." Let's begin. And then closes the door.
Slowly puts on a latex glove.
That's right.
All right.
Lurking in a hallway is creepy, but lurking on social media, I don't think is creepy.
Okay.
You wrong.
All right.
Well, no one knows about it. You can lurk.
Yeah.
No one knows.
We all
You're
lurk.
lurking.
I'm just the only one that could admit it.
Yeah.
Sure.
All
Chris
right.
is living that plur life, baby.
Yeah, the plurk life. All right, here we go. Justin Paul. He says he wants to open up a pho pool hall called Pho Q's. There you go.
That's good.
All right. All right.
It's a long road to get there.
We
I wouldn't. Yeah. And I don't think I'd eat there either.
Yeah.
Pho
Interesting
pool hall.
combo. Yeah.
Let's see here. Danny Feynman just wants to know, how old are each of the Fab Five?
I was asked this question last week, and it took me about 30 seconds to figure it out.
Yeah. Are we at that age where we kind of forget how old we are just because it doesn't matter anymore?
I don't know. The question just caught me off guard. It was actually Ray Oldhofer who asked me. I was hanging out with him, and he asked how old I was, and it legitimately stumped me for a second. 36 is what I came up with.
I'm 69 minus 22.
Oh.
I'm 35.
I am also 36.
I'm 29.
See?
Look at that little
Wow,
baby
he's
face.
right there on the edge.
What are you gonna? Are you doing anything for your 30th, Caelan? Are you already thinking about it?
No, I'm not.
Yeah.
Well, you are doing something.
Are you excited?
I
Do you
guess
care?
No, not
bummed?
really. Not a big birthday guy.
Yeah, I realize that now. It sounds like.
I'm realizing it real time.
Yeah. Let's see. Kathy Lowry just says she's we were talking about her jalapeno popper dip, and she put the recipe up.
It looks really good.
It's cream cheese.
See, this is why people should join the group. You get jalapeno dip recipes.
Yeah, because she said jalapeno popper dip, and we're like, what is that? Well, it's cream cheese, shredded cheddar, also on Team Cheese Louise, by the way, bacon, jalapenos.
Cream cheese is on Cheese Bro. So
No,
don't,
shredded
Well,
cheddar.
he's not going to plug Cheese Bros. He's selfish.
I'm
over
just
here.
letting
I
him
don't
know.
like it.
There's
Oh
some
wait, no,
contenders.
excuse me. You're right. Shredded cheddar is on Team Cheese Louise, and then cream cheese is on Cheese Bros. Bacon and jalapenos. It's super easy, and she gives you the directions right there. Make it in a crock pot or something. Boom,
Boom.
boom, and you get a delicious. And there's ways to make it. Put in a chicken breast, get an NSNG dinner. Gage Hamilton,
What's up, Gage?
he's reminding us, and he rightfully named Gage. Cannabis is essentially totally legal in California, he says. He asks, can we have Dawson officiate some sort of cannabis cup for the Watercooler / Patreon smokers? It could be a nice bit. So Dawson, if you ever want
to provide us all with 8 different samples, and then organize a bracket-style tournament, I would also be in favor of that.
Yeah.
Sounds good.
I'm sure we could get that sponsored.
Oh, yeah.
Do you guys prefer, like, it's going to sound like a noob weed question, but indica or sativa?
Depends on the scenario.
Oh, really? What do you do more?
I don't really smoke weed much anymore. I usually do a hybrid, which is like in between. Indica will put you to sleep, and sativa is like, will not.
Yeah, that's what wait. Indica will put you to sleep. Yeah, that's right. That's what I hear too. I personally, I've smoked both and have ingested both. I think I feel the effects for the sleepy one more.
Yep.
And that's why I will probably choose that one. But if I do that, it's a commitment. Like, it's like, okay, I will put this into my body, but I cannot do anything the rest of the day.
Right.
We're done. We're done here.
Sure.
So, yeah, I'd only do like at the end of the night or something if I did. All right, let's keep moving. Oh, Casey Peters made a nice little Photoshop.
Oh, we're all bears. I saw that.
We're
That
all
was
bears.
cute.
Yeah, so Casey Peters, who made our theme song and Matt's new Shay outro, which we'll play later, he made a thing called Bobos in the Wild. And he related us all to bears. So let's see if we can guess who of these bears it represents each person from this crew.
Yeah, the clues are going to be pretty hard to follow, so listen closely.
The panda bobo. The panda bobo, seen above, is known for its love of food. Many also see the panda bobo as being the funniest of all the bobos.
Clearly Matt.
Clearly Matt. The grizzly bobo. This bobo is definitely
Clearly Dawson. It's clearly Dawson.
Yeah, it's witnessed having his ritualistic morning hangover yawn. The sun bobo, seen here, is well known for being the smallest of all the bobos and is reminded of it often.
I feel like we should all be throwing all 10 middle fingers at this guy right now. So
At this
far.
guy?
Wait. Hold on. Let him keep going first.
Yeah.
Okay.
The polar bobo. The polar bobo is not only the tallest of all the bobos, but also the whitest. And it is the only bobo known to celebrate its half birthday.
I'm all right with this, Dawson.
Yeah.
I'm squarely on board.
And the koala bobo. While technically a marsupial, the koala bobo is thought to be the chillest of all the bobos.
Why does Chris have 2?
It is also commonly known to ingest a high quality of eucalyptus leaves, widely known to have euphoric effects.
Yeah, I'm okay with this. With this chart.
Yeah.
But
Polar bear
Caelan,
chart.
you don't smoke anymore.
No, I don't.
Yeah. So I think we should just put that out there because I think Caelan might be seen as still being like the big stoner of the group.
I think it's
Yeah.
just the
Who
I
knows?
remnants.
quit smoking like
Dawson.
2 years ago. It's been a while, but
I think on
that
this
one
show,
just stuck around with me.
it's just the remnants of the plur life.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dawson has all 10 middle
All
fingers.
10. All 10.
Why don't you?
I'm just a hangover bear. I'm a hangover bear.
No. Well, you didn't let me.
That's what I am. I'm a fucking hangover bear. I yawn. I yawn in the morning.
Wait, there's
You
more
know,
to it.
No, Chris, that's what he is.
That
There
reboot
is
of Care
more to
Bears
it.
they made was dark.
The only reason I went to the last line, Dawson, is because I was trying to get out of it because it seemed like you were over. But I'll read the whole description if you want.
No, I'm done.
Okay.
Read it.
All 10 fingers, too.
Oh, you can. There's more on me.
Yeah. There's more than you.
I don't want to hear it.
Fuck off, Casey Peters.
Yeah.
Don't pet a goat. Don't pass go.
I liked it.
We're giving Casey
You're going
Peters a
up.
pass too much.
He's gone too
Cutting him off now.
far.
He's gone too far.
I thought it was a nice, worthy effort. Kevin Elwell, he made ringtones out of Matt Fondiler's Sup Fuckers and Oh No.
Nice.
Love it.
Do I have the drops here? No, I don't. But anyway.
Why would you?
Basically,
You guys are gonna
You
just
pull these questions.
But he posted the link and how to put those on your phone. So
Right.
that's what you get out of the Facebook group.
Yeah.
Some tech support. It's lovely.
And then those royalty checks are just going to start showing up at my door, right?
Yeah.
Any minute now.
Yeah.
When you put it for free on Facebook, you make money, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Kevin
That's what they teach you in Harvard.
Yeah.
If I recall, the elves sketch in South Park explains that.
Yeah.
Kevin McCarthy says, I am a proud member of hashtag Team Dawson. And I need to stand with the man. I love when he yawns. Queso, and then he talks. I'm just kidding. He didn't say that last part. But he says that queso fresca and cotija are actually close.
They are close. I know they're close.
Yeah, so they're on the same shelf as in the Hispanic section of the
They're
dairy
physically
department.
close on the shelf. They're
Yeah.
not alike in any other way, though.
But he says that
They're both crumbly cheeses.
When we're talking about wet
with you.
queso fresco being wet, he says we're
base your fucking with in truth and fact.
When he says queso fresco was wet, he says we were probably thinking about crema. But no, I think queso fresco is a wetter cheese.
Crema
than
is sour cream.
Yeah,
No, crema is
but crema is like really wet.
It's cream.
It's cream.
Almost.
It's yeah.
I'm
pretty sure that's what they're
I'm
saying.
about.
Crema is cream.
Mm-hmm.
Jake Zerby says reason number 6,969 to sign up for Patreon if you haven't yet. The new Shea Fondiler outro.
Oh, that's right.
Still
Right.
chuckling as I write this. Well done, KC. I agree.
You know what, Chris? Maybe we aren't going to hear that a little later today. Maybe we'll save that for Thursday.
Whoa!
Ooh, I like
Do you want to
it.
embargo the
Make
outro,
it another
or just
Patreon
make it
exclusive?
There's going to be a lot of new tiers coming to Patreon. We got to save some stuff.
One of the tiers is, do you want outros to your segments?
Yeah, jeez.
We'll give the intros for free, but if you want the outro beds, better sign up.
So help me God, if you turn it into a ringtone, I'll come after you with the full force of Garagos.
I love how we're like you don't turn it into a ringtone. It's like Casey Peters made it.
Yeah.
It's like sitting there. We're making...
Listen, boys, we got to find out more ways to monetize this show.
Yeah, no outros. Maybe we'll do that then. Tony. Oh, and if anybody wants to sign up for the Patreon, any new listeners, just go to patreon.com/watercooler. Yes, that's right. Patreon.com/watercooler. We have many tiers for you. Video, audio only. More than that.
We're going to be
money.
doing some movie talk-alongs.
Yeah, people want content.
Yeah.
We'll give you some content.
Give you
I
content,
didn't know
baby.
we had to speak Filipino language. For
Yeah,
that.
that's what we're going to have to do. It's going to be in another
I don't
language.
speak talk-along.
Yeah.
Wait, you don't speak
Chris,
what?
do you speak
I said
talk-along?
talk-along
No,
because I
it's-
don't remember what those
You
things
do a
are
little.
called.
You do.
Tagalog.
Tracks.
Right. Right.
Say tag along.
Right.
Although I did drive by Dairy Queen once, and they had tag-along smoothies or tag-along blizzards. I mean, which are the Girl Scout cookies tag-along?
Yeah.
And I thought it said Tagalog smoothies, and I made my friend stomp on the brakes. Like, they got Tagalog smoothies. You got to see what that's about. And it was tag-along, and I still get made fun of to this day about it. All right, Tony Magbanua.
Magbanua.
He says, "I'm listening to the new Weezer album and loving it."
I want to hear that one.
Yeah. And he says, "Chris, do you play any Weezer at your shows?" I do. I play a Weezer cover. I play Say It Ain't So.
Classic.
Yeah, it's classic. Everyone sings along. It's a really great song. I'm a big fan of that song.
I sang a Weezer song at our water cooler karaoke on the cruise ship.
What'd you do? Which one was it?
I believe it's called El Scorcho.
Oh, yeah. That's right. That's a fast one, too.
It was good.
He wants to know, what are you guys' favorite Weezer tunes? What do you guys like?
El Scorcho.
El Scorcho?
Definitely one of my faves.
Yeah, I like Say It Ain't So.
The Good Life. That's what I did. I sang The Good Life. That's my karaoke jam.
The
I'll
Good
take
Life.
the sweater
Yep.
song every time.
The sweater song is so good. That's a fun one. You guys like Weezer? Caelan, do you listen to Weezer?
No, not really.
Oh, all right.
I feel like I like Weezer, but I don't know what any of the songs are called.
So that's fair.
Yeah, that's fair. Well, I like Weezer. Casey Peters, he had
Another great
Get
drop.
that drop.
Yeah, it was just a perfect
Another
bed for
great
some
shirt.
reason.
How many?
I like Weezer.
Cheddar
I like
deserves
Weezer.
Respect. I like Weezer.
dude. But then Weezer's gonna want some of that royalty too. If you wear a shirt that says "I like Weezer," they probably make that shirt already.
They
Probably.
must.
Yeah. Casey Peters has a shit I did as a kid, Dawson. Now he's taking your bits, dude.
Wow.
Talks about your yawning and then takes
You're
your
the one
bit.
giving him a platform, though.
All he wants to know this. My best friend and I, I'm speaking as Casey, my best friend and I, when we were 12 years old, called random numbers from the phone book, pretending to be the morning zoo radio DJs, played 1 second of a song, and if they could name the song, they won NBA Trailblazer tickets. Most didn't go for it, but if we did, we got their address and told them their tickets would be mailed to them. And of course, we never did it. My wife and I disagree on this. Is this fun? My wife and I disagree on this. Is it funny or is it mean? What they did. What do you guys say?
Today, I would say it's probably mean, but I would do that shit when I was 14.
Yeah, it's
Sounds
funny.
pretty funny to me.
Funny. The resounding funny in the poll.
Yeah.
Doss, what do you say?
Well, there's no real payoff.
So his vote is stupid.
So I'm gonna go stupid.
Doss created a new category.
I'm going to go with get a little more creative there, Casey Peters.
Tell that to your childhood.
We're working in top 5 market up in here. You know, you're at about 87 right now.
I will remind you guys, he was 12 when he did this.
Yeah.
I think it's funny because he's 12. Probably any older than 14, I would say mean.
Now, if you want to hear
hilarious.
if you want to hear Los Angeles, New York quality of shit I did as a kid, you'll sign up at patreon.com/watercooler, and you'll hear the pros do that.
Oh, look at that. More exclusive content. Now, I will say, if I got a phone call and it's like, "Hi, you've reached 100.7 KLSE on Portland. We have a contest for you," then I think that'd give it away. 12-year-old kid?
Yeah.
Come on.
Definitely.
Yeah, I smell something. Something smells fishy.
And Jamie Campbell,
Chris's lunch.
Jamie Campbell says, or she says, I love that my
We should just call it Jamie Campbell Soup.
Soup. Could we rename the Facebook group? Okay.
Yeah,
All right, Soup.
We call her Soup.
All right. She says, love my comment last week that got mentioned on the show, and I was introduced as a she instead of a he. I might need to take my daughter off my profile pic.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, then it's even better because it's a dude.
Soup's
Soup.
daughter is in the foreground of
Okay.
the picture, so
Let's
I
call
assumed
him
that was Soup, but maybe I should have lurked. Mike Carey Walper says, Caelan Biehn, a man known for perpetually having a wet paper towel on his person. This may very well be our urinal bandit in the urinal gate.
That's a very good point.
Now, if it was him, he's a criminal genius
Yeah.
because he is the
You're
one who
giving me too
brought
much
this
credit.
to all of our attention.
Wait,
And the one who
maybe
has
it's
to
not a
clean it.
genius. Maybe that was his cover-up plan.
That's
to
what I'm
begin
saying.
with. Yeah.
That's the move. If you don't
Some
want,
people just want to see the world burn.
Caelan lets it fly and goes, how do I explain this?
okay, you guys are all blowing my mind right now because Mike goes on to say, I think this falls into the whomever smelt, then forever and or dealt it clause.
Smart.
And then he says, Michael Caine voice, some people just want to watch the world burn.
Don't ever do that. Please don't ever. That is like my favorite line in the world. No,
you
I'm
can
not
actually
doing
do it well.
I can't do it.
Some people just like to watch the world
Is that
burn.
Ringo Starr doing it?
It sounds like Biggie.
Okay, couple more here. Joe Chiquero. Well, we talked a little bit about on the Patreon, but I want to give it love here too. He made artwork for the cheese ball.
Yeah.
Yeah, you did.
Yeah.
Love it. Looked great.
He says, I was out on a walk wearing my water cooler t-shirt. My neighbor asked me what it was all about. I said, it's simple. It's an audio podcast where the dudes are playing dodgeball with dice and arguing about cheese.
Perfect.
Well, welcome, new listener.
Yeah, thank you. Welcome, Joe's neighbor.
And if you're wondering where the dodgeball is,
Just wait.
And lastly, Jeremy Claybaugh says, I'm confused.
Join the fucking club.
Jeremy goes, I'm confused. Chris Rock and Peter Dinklage are both in the same death at a funeral. Remember, Gary said he recently watched it, but he did not watch the Chris Rock version. He watched the Peter Dinklage version.
Well, he's in both of them.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we
So-
failed to mention
So
that.
I didn't know that. I didn't know that either.
Wow.
And when I texted Matt, I said, do I want to watch the Chris Rock version or the Peter Dinklage version? And Matt did not point out that he's in both of them. He just
Yeah.
said, you want to watch the Peter Dinklage version.
You guys missed a jinx. One of you guys owe somebody some coke.
Yeah. So how should
I
we?
think it's
How
A
should
Coke.
we make
We didn't
like?
play that
How
one.
should we distinguish
Wow,
them?
that was great.
One of them is the British one. I
Yeah.
think that's really the
Yeah,
easiest
and
way
the
to do
American
it.
one is the Chris Rock.
Yeah,
version.
exactly.
Yeah, I don't think I've seen the American one. Now that I think about it, then. But Peter Dinklage played in both of them.
Same role, both films.
Sure, he must have done just that great of a job.
It is a small part.
He fit the suit.
Come on, Matt.
Come on.
You got to save those for Chris.
No, I'm fine. I will bring up Peter Dinklage every day.
Oh, I'll find ways.
He's my shield. He's my human shield.
Because you can fit completely behind him?
Oh, damn it. No, I guess not. Oh, Peter, you failed me. All right, that'll do it for listener comments. Thanks to everybody for writing in. We appreciate it.
Except Casey.
All right, we have a couple more things. We're going to do some Chez Fondiler, and Dawson has a big announcement as well. So let's get into some Chez Fondiler.
Oh no! What type of foods might we hear of today? What might be the price? What might be the venue? So let's find out. It's time for Gary to say, hey Matt.
What's on the menu?
Oh,
Right on time. Well, we got another round of the cheese ball here. Caelan was out last week, and I just felt like I couldn't do it. I couldn't allow the fate of Cheese Louise to just be in Chris's small hands.
Yeah. Okay.
Sorry.
What was surprising is
tiny shrimp fork.
oh now I've damaged shake hands. What surprised me today is Caelan just walks up to me and goes, "Hey, listen to Watercooler, the last one that I missed." It's like, you went back and listened to it, Caelan?
Sure.
Yeah. Like a
Wow.
professional.
Now,
Wow.
do you have any listener comments for any of us, by the way?
Yeah.
I was just so surprised that Gary doesn't like Cheetos. Who doesn't
Oh.
like Cheetos?
Yeah, Gary.
I don't. I saw a few people agreeing with me on either Facebook or Twitter, but it's just they're not.
Probably Casey Peters.
I would, dude. He writes all our songs. I need you, Casey. Don't listen to him.
Here's what I'm saying, Caelan. It's not that I think they're awful, and if I was hungry and they were there, I would eat them. But there's a basket of chips and like similar items over at my other building, and I would never pick Cheetos when there's other options. I just wouldn't.
Is it the Cheeto fingers that really get to you?
That's a big part of it. I don't need that.
Can I tell you a trick? And this is going to bring out the Asian in me, but eating
Chopsticks.
Yeah, using chopsticks for your Cheetos.
I've heard of this.
Okay.
I
Is that,
don't.
dump
is that
the bag.
practical for anybody?
It is if you're typing.
Well, I see that Cheetos is on Cheese Louise, and I'm just going to go on the record and say fucking Cheetos blow, dude.
There you go.
Worst cheese-related food.
That's such a lie. He
Dawson
can
eat
say
many
that.
a Cheeto
He can say
bag
that on
here
air,
at
but
the
he
studio.
doesn't even eat them. He drinks them. I see him upside down with that bag
I know.
just pouring.
That's how you avoid the Cheeto fingers.
Yeah, that
You
is-
drink Cheetos.
Straight from the bag. You can hook up an IV if you want to.
I know,
Just
man.
mainline it in.
Get your
Straight
Cheeto
through.
Yeti.
All right, well, look, let's save the cheese talk for 3 minutes from now when we actually start this goddamn game again. To just quickly go over the rules one more time. You each have 9 players left on your teams. I want to see some brutality today, people. No one is throwing this ball nearly hard enough. We need some eliminations here, okay?
You know what I'm trying? I don't even care about the brutality, Matt. It's like when I play like 3-card poker. They have that bonus, or like blackjack. They have those bonus places you put the chip on. I think that's where the money's at. And I'm really just trying to get like a 6-9 or a matching number and get some more Tracedia type.
That's right.
Action here.
Well, hopefully there'll be some doubles thrown. If you throw doubles or a 69, your partner has to throw the 8-sided die. And it's like a chance. It's like cheesy community chance.
All right.
Otherwise, you're just throwing the dice to see which player it's going up against and how hard it's being thrown.
Let's get some doubles and 69s up in here.
I just like that Matt's demanding brutality out of us when we're rolling literal dice.
brutality! I said it. I meant it. In between throws, I'm also throwing dice to help determine who is getting the ball next. That was
Okay.
the other thing that we have also failed to mention.
Look at that. I think we are really
Bang it
getting this
on.
game.
We are really getting it going here. All right, so we are going for Cheese Louise, Cheez-Its.
Easy.
This is a pretty strong competitor.
Perfect for burgers.
Caelan,
Caelan, hold on. We gotta wait. Hold on.
I'll allow Cheese Louise to throw the ball here. And at who? Let's
Go
see.
ahead, Caelan.
Okay.
Let's go, Caelan.
A 19 and a 2.
Oh, my God. Cheez-Its, I would say obliterating mozzarella sticks, unless you guys think you have an argument that's
You know
strong.
what?
That's about as strong as
You know what
throwing
we're
burgers.
talking about?
I think
Like one of
if
the
anyone
favorites.
gets obliterated.
Do we get to try to catch the ball?
You can certainly try.
Yeah.
Go
You
ahead.
know what I
You better be
love?
19
You know what
good.
I love,
You're going up
especially
against-
about going to a sports bar, the beloved sports bar. Why don't we just go to a sports bar?
Yeah.
You know what I love about that is getting a bowl of Cheetos. Said no one ever. Mozzarella sticks. They're not only just mozzarella sticks, it's good, solid cheese. Certainly more cheese than a cheese-it. It's warm, it's breaded, and you get a little marinara with it.
Hold
which
on, pause 1
sounds
second.
like marijuana. And you can almost get high eating it.
That's a very good argument. Aren't Cheez-Its 100% cheese, though? You said that there's not as much cheese in a Cheez-It, but I believe
There's
that-
zero actual cheese in a Cheez-It. There is zero actual cheese.
All right, we're going
in
Gary.
a Cheez-It.
Can you please
here's
tell
what
your
I have to
captain
say. I have to say that if
This misinformation.
if we're gonna roll a 19, I'm fine with a short rebuttal, but then we just have to roll, and we either have to roll a 19 or a 20, or
Yep,
we're losing.
do it.
That's really so. I'll go ahead, Doss, if you don't mind. Is that cool?
Yep.
All right. Yeah, 5's not going to get it done.
But
So R.I.P. mozzarella sticks.
Ah.
It's a sad to see you go, but unfortunately a 19 is just too strong.
But we're now doing the rebuttal rolls.
and
Yeah, we've been doing that for...
We've been doing it ever since you suggested it.
Yeah.
And
But a 19 is just too hard.
I didn't like how Dawson threw Cheetos under the bus in his argument as well, even though he's going against Cheez-Its. Like, Cheetos were just standing around. He wasn't even in the fight.
I didn't drag Cheetos.
Yeah, you said
All right. You misspoke on one
Okay.
way.
We got good news and bad news. The bad news is mozzarella sticks have been eliminated.
All right,
good.
But the good news is
Probably the worst player on our team.
your team does still have
That's
the ball.
not true.
We're going to find out who has it. Number 5, cream cheese with a bullet.
All right, here we go. Cream cheese.
Throwing
Rolls
a
2
measly 2.
against Barada.
Oh, easy peasy.
That was a pretty rough throw. So
I'm sorry. That's a 1. That's not a 7. The 1's got a little notch. Sorry.
All right.
So mac and cheese.
Oh, God damn it. Well, listen. Cream cheese
versus mac and cheese.
with a
That's
2,
not even
though.
a
With a
question.
2 for the throw.
Oh, I'm sorry. It was a 12.
No, that was not. I saw it.
No, the 2's right there.
Yeah, that's what it landed on.
Okay.
Cheater.
Yeah.
All right.
This is
Again, again, when we come up with 2 or 19, I don't even think we need to do the rebuttal. Let's just get a roll in. You guys are probably going to block this here.
Okay, should I just roll,
Yeah,
the,
go for
roll
it.
the 20-sided die? Here we go. 6.
Just barely. Just barely squeaking
I
by.
don't know, man.
All
Not
right.
quite the
I think
brutality
cream
we
cheese
were
goes on
asking
a
for.
bagel. It's good for breakfast.
Mac and cheese goes on a bagel, too. I eat mac and cheese on a bagel any day.
Goldfish. It's got the ball here on Cheese Bro. Did I do that right?
No, we don't have the ball. We just threw it at them.
That's right. Thanks. So then number 6, Cheetos.
Cheetos.
Cheetos
go.
got the ball.
He just was wounded. Now he has to go and fight. All right, I will roll. I will roll my double dice here. Is that right?
Yep.
Caelan?
Yeah.
Okay, it's going up against their number 1 player
Chili con queso.
with a number 19 throw.
Oh, no. Well,
Ouch.
Cheetos versus
Yeah.
chili con
We're getting all the rolls
I
today.
see
I'm
this-
not gonna lie.
If this,
Yeah,
here's the
ouchie.
thing.
Power throws
Yeah.
Here's the
tonight.
thing. Here's the
KO.
thing. Here's the thing. If you can judge this
Cheeto.
game, and a 19 is a really good throw for
Yes.
Cheetos, but chili con queso
It's pretty
is the
damn
best
strong.
fucking player in the world. He
Yeah.
doesn't really need to roll the dice.
Yeah.
If you
Cheddar
can
is a lot
honestly
stronger.
say you would take a Cheeto over some of the best queso and tortillas and chips you've ever had in your life.
Yeah.
In Austin, Texas, the land.
Oh, now you're putting where you're eating them. Okay.
Or if you'd rather be at a vending machine drinking a bag of Cheetos, then by all means. But con queso is a strong dude, strong chick, strong
Yep.
player. It's an asset to the team, and I'm telling you, chili con queso beats Cheetos every fucking day of the week.
Unless it's going up against 19.
yeah. Now,
Cheetos is
there's a
19.
few
And imagine
things here.
eating Cheetos.
Con
on the-
queso
on the-
wakes up with a 19.
There's a few things that we need to talk about here. One of them is sportsmanship. And I heard a lot of trash talking about Cheetos before this game even started. So
Yeah,
any
you guys.
advantage that the con queso had, it's lost. Because it was not respectful
because
of
but
the
fair.
other
were hurt.
players.
Harsh
Because
but fair.
feelings
I
were hurt?
also,
Yeah, that's fair rolling.
I also,
I didn't see you were wearing your skirt today.
I also,
Had no idea.
Respect
Feelings-
all women.
Feelings are part of this.
again, I remind you of sportsmanship.
Feelings are part of this now. Sportsmanship.
Dawson's now going
It's
after the
cheese.
judge, everybody.
It's a battle royale.
Now-
Hey man, you're the one who has to live with it. You came up with the game. If Cheetos beat chili con queso, you
Which
are
it
going
did.
to get an endless stream of shit.
I disagree because imagine eating your Cheetos when you're on the beaches on the Bahamas on a nice, wonderful,
Cheetos
wonderful
and
day,
all-time great
or
snack.
eating chili con
All-time
queso
great.
out of the toilet. Like it's just not as good.
I want to bring this back. I want to
It's
bring
just,
this back to my childhood when I was forced to play a game of dodgeball. And I was up against a team with a lot of jocks, a lot of really big players. And when one of them had their back turned, I got the ball. I took advantage. I threw it so hard. Deadline smacked this dude. He was out.
He's dead now.
He then
and then
looked at
this is the guy
PE
who's screaming
coach.
about sportsmanship.
He
This is
then
the guy
looked-
who's screaming about
No,
sportsmanship.
that's on them,
That's a
Doc.
fair
If your
move. That's a
back,
fair move.
if your
That's
back,
a totally fair move in dodgeball.
yeah, if your back is to the enemies, then yeah, you got to go.
Now, Dawson, I just saw that 16, so we all know
okay, there we
where
go.
this is going to go. But let me finish my story, if I may. If I may.
There we go.
I threw a ball right at the bully. I got him out. A lot of people saw him get out. But you know who didn't see him get out? The teacher. And the bully looked at the teacher and said, "Are you kidding me? You think he got me out?"
Oh, somebody did that to you?
Somebody did that to me. And you know what the worst part was? The teacher believed him.
So because you were damaged in 5th grade,
Wow.
you want Cheetos to beat chili con queso.
You
That's
know
what you're saying.
It would be my greatest honor.
Well,
Chili con queso, you're out of the game.
It's a 16. A 16.
Which is higher or lower than 19?
That's 19 minus 3.
Chili con queso is a strong player. He can do a lot more with a 16 than
It's an
Cheetos can do with a
eliminated
19.
player.
Matt Dawson is looking at you and going, "You think Cheetos got chili con queso out?"
I
You know what?
object.
Cheetos just wiped the floor
I
and they
object
licked
to
off
this
the
game.
fingers and then licked their fingers.
Tasty fingers.
Damn.
Now, guys, we have to make quick work of this. Who thinks that Dawson is just walked out, a la Another Bachelor?
Never should be seen
explanation,
again.
or is he getting another drink?
He's getting
Probably
another
another drink.
He's getting another drink.
I might need another drink after that too.
Yeah.
I'll get
Well, that
you
was
one, buddy.
devastating.
That's bullshit.
Hey.
Yeah.
I don't
Cheese doesn't lie.
understand the game.
Cheetos
I gave you a lot of compelling arguments.
You did.
And with only 3 less than the other one.
Yeah.
Such a stronger player, but you rely on feelings. I thought this was about cheese, man.
Jeez.
I thought this was about cheese, bro.
It is. This is about the cheese, Doss. This is about the
This
cheese.
is about cheese.
All right. Well,
I can't believe that happened to you, Matt. I can
Vanity
see.
project. This is a
This is
vanity
all
project
making
for
sense
Matt
now, though.
Fondiler.
This
all
entire
coming together,
game,
isn't it?
and
I
the
get
fact
it,
that you cry at the end of water
I get
cooler
it.
after we're done every
it.
game, like it makes sense now.
yeah.
Oh,
Well, Cheeseburger, you got one more chance at redemption. We're going to do one more round here.
yeah.
Even though there's no way it's getting better than that moment.
I don't believe in this game.
Gary, can you redeem your team here?
I don't know.
The Redeem Team.
I'll certainly
impossible.
try.
Oh, I got to figure out who's got the damn ball.
Tell a sad story, Gary. Something that made you cry.
Cream Cheese got the ball one more time here.
Ooh.
Power player.
I can't talk about when Con Queso was lost, Dawson.
Wait, didn't Cream Cheese already lose?
Nope.
No. Wait.
Nearly did.
All right, who has the ball here?
Cream Cheese.
All right, well, Cream Cheese is throwing at Barada.
Oh, easy.
Barada.
Parada's
Takes a lot of
taken.
hits. Yeah.
With how strong of a throw?
with a 15.
That's a strong
Damn.
throw, yeah.
Oh, that's it.
Barada's pretty tired at this point.
Dude. Yeah.
Barada's taking
Barada's
some blows. He
No
wants to
one
get.
even knows what burrata is.
Everyone.
He's about to get Barada here.
Well, unless do you guys have any counter to that, or
Burrata is the greatest cheese in the history known to man. But other than that, no. I have no other argument.
now let me ask you something. We've been
Did it
playing.
make you cry, though?
Yes, it makes you cry. I eat it and I cry.
Oh, there we go.
Chris,
dude.
you were just in Wisconsin. You eating you Barada?
Burrata beats cream cheese, man. 'cause
They didn't
it
have
made
any
him
burrata.
cry.
They didn't have any burrata there. It's not a Wisconsin-based cheese. It's an Italian-based cheese. If you want a burrata,
Wisconsin
All
has
right,
all the cheese.
I have a very simple question here. We've been playing this game for what feels like months. Prior to starting it, Caelan had never had burrata before. In the time since we've started this game, he's gone to an Italian deli multiple times. Caelan, have you ever ordered burrata?
No.
And by the way, I will say I've been to that same Italian deli, and they have some delicious burrata right in the window.
Well, Caelan, I hope next time you go there, you try some, because it's the only time you're going to see burrata around here. As Gary said, burrata here. And that's what's on the menu.
For the outro, please sign up to patreon.com/watercooler.
And let me tell you, it's worth it.
It's so worth. That's a damn fine outro. If we get a flux, an influx of Patreon subscribers based off of the outro, man.
But here's the thing.
I will shout out every
we
Patreon
won't play the
subscriber
game
by
in the
name.
Patreon.
Yes, we will. I will shout out every Patreon subscriber that signs up between now and the next Patreon
Yeah.
episode by name.
Your username has to be here for the outro or something like that. So we're aware. But yeah, great job, Matt.
Great job,
Another
you
round
guys.
of Cheese Ball, Cheese Louise,
Yeah,
and Cheese Bro
it was
both
amazing.
hanging in there.
Got two big
Every
players out.
elimination rightfully earned.
Yes.
I like how Chili Con Queso hasn't left the board yet. He's just standing there
oh,
going,
it will,
"What are
don't
you
worry."
doing?" He's talking to
It
the
will,
coach
don't
right
worry.
now.
I
It's
can
like,
only-
what the fuck are you
I can
talking
only
about, dude?
pay
I'm not
me.
out. I'm not out. I didn't lose that. I didn't lose that.
Chili con queso.
Telling me this segment's not bringing enough cash for an associate producer?
The most.
Darn it. One day.
All right. Well, Dawson has a big announcement. And I'm going to ask Dawson, what's your announcement?
Pretty good.
What's going on, man?
Well, I booked a flight today to somewhere I've never been in my life. And I'm going to go there in August. and I'm going to be a part of a podcast expo.
Yeah.
Nice.
All of us together, right?
If you pay for your flight
Oh.
and
is
your
it?
hotel.
I think he's getting there.
I'm getting there.
You're covering meals?
And I've had this thing on my bucket list for a long time.
Do a podcast with your friends.
I always
Triparata.
wanted to eat like a shit your pants quality chicken sandwich.
Yeah.
Nashville,
Yeah.
baby.
You know? So I
Nashville.
booked a flight to Nashville.
Hattie B's.
Sweet.
I'm going to be in Nashville August 5th through the 9th.
Ooh.
6th through the 9th it's called the Nashville Rockin' Pod Expo.
August 6th through the 9th?
Wow.
Oh, man.
August 6th, 9.
Oh.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. So I'll be a panelist or a whatever on at this expo.
And do you know what booth number you'll be throwing dice in?
Yeah, we're gonna figure that out.
Well, people want to know.
In the rock and roll world, tears don't count.
Rock and roll the dice.
So, Dawson, you're speaking at a podcast expo. And
I'll be doing something there. I just said, look, I'm not doing anal. That's what I told him. I said, I'll do anything.
You got rules.
Just no anal.
It's in my email signature.
Don't yes say it, Caleb.
And anyway, so I'm going out there. I'm gonna hook up with some old friends that are out there.
But no anal.
And I got a new record coming out in August, and I'm
Yeah.
like, fuck it, I'm going to Nashville. And so I'm gonna hook up with some old friends and maybe find a show to play, maybe do something like that out there. But,
If anybody knows any venues out in Nashville in that time, hit up Dawson. Let
it's
him
called
know.
the Nashville Rockin' Pod Expo. If you want to check it out, and I know we got some listeners that are out in Nashville.
We do. We
And,
definitely do.
And you know, I just booked the flight today. I'm totally fucking stoked,
Dude.
It's gonna be a lot.
You've
of
never
fun.
been to
I'm just going out solo.
Nashville's your town. I'm not kidding. Like, that is your kind of town. You're going to dig it. So, yeah.
Well, actually, it was my buddy Izzy who was a part of this thing, and he's going out there with Metal Edge magazine and to do his podcast. And I thought, I'm going with you. I got a record coming out.
Yeah.
Can I come? And he goes, yeah, will you do something? I'm like, yeah. Now I can write it off as a business expense.
Boom.
So, anyway, I'll tweet out the website for whatever this thing is. But more importantly, fucking Nashville. Let's do something out there.
Yeah. And I know great chicken sandwich places. You're going to love it.
I'll play in your
Same.
backyard if you live there.
Just make sure the hotel's
Whoa.
nearby.
Dude, there's so many places to play in Nashville.
I think
You'll
we'll
find
be
a
at the
place.
Nashville airport.
Dude, there's
That's
so
where
many
that's where
places
the
to shit
expo
your
is.
pants in Nashville.
So many places.
Sweet.
I'll show you where I did it.
Nice. Nice.
By the way, when you go, Julie's going to have some food requests for you to bring home. For me. That's what I did for Chris. I was like, hey, while you're in Nashville, please bring home these specialty cookies.
Yeah, they're really good, though. I got some
yeah.
for me, too. So it's totally worth it. I'm glad you told me about them because I didn't know they existed.
I'll be telling Dawson about them, too.
You just go to what is it, a Pig and Whistle, or what are the 5-cent stores called?
Piggly Wiggly?
Piggly Wiggly. Yeah, you go to your local Piggly Wiggly, and they all have them. It's just these like
Moon
moon
pies.
pies. Yeah.
Now,
I can probably do that because I'll need cigarettes.
Now, Dawson, here's the bonus. You get to come home with a Piggly Wiggly T-shirt, and that's pretty awesome.
Ooh. Okay.
Yeah.
That's
There
a
you
nice souvenir to pick up. I got mine in Wisconsin, as previously discussed.
Nice. Well, I got some good friends out there that I haven't seen in years, and so we're all kind of stoked. I did reach out to the Vagabonds,
Yeah, they're out there.
but as luck would have it, that weekend is the big music festival in Appleton, Wisconsin.
Shut up, really?
Where you can see the Vagabonds.
No way.
August 6th through 9th.
You guys, did worlds just collide
Yes,
again?
worlds collide.
Wow.
And
Look
this
what we
is what
did
it's
here.
like.
All right.
Well, Dawson, there may not be Vagabonds there, but you could always hit up the Theovons. He moved out there.
That's very true.
Nice.
Very
Maybe
true.
I'll hit up real Nick Davis.
Yeah. Yeah, he'll know how to get a hold of me. All right. Well, that'll do it for Watercooler. Before we get our plugs in, Gary, what's going on with our website?
Oh, yeah, we have a website.
We do, right? Is it up?
It's up. I think you and I
Can
need
we-
to populate it with the old episodes.
But could we give out the URL, or should we do that in the Patreon? What's going on?
Yeah, what's the URL?
I think right now the first thing on the site says Tyson's Test, so we might want to give it out on the Patreon.
Okay. Ooh, we got a new website.
We have a really cool URL.
It's awesome, and you can probably guess it now that we're giggling about it.
You'll find it.
But yeah, we got a new website. We're really happy about it, and have all of our info, events, Patreon stuff, bios. We're gonna make it cool.
There's some really cool stuff coming.
Yeah. So there you go. All right, let's get our plugs in, and I'll start over here on my left. Caelan Biehn, what should we check out?
Don't worry about me.
All right. Classic. Gary, what about you?
I'd like to plug two things. First, our Patreon, patreon.com/watercooler. Check that out. There's a bunch of new tiers coming soon, and there'll be a lot more options for people who want to subscribe.
He said tiers, not tears.
No more tears.
Different ways to subscribe. And
One of them is in tag along.
That's true. Well, we are definitely having Malo money.
Talk along.
That will be the top tier. So check that out. And also, I want to plug Briggs Butter Cakes. Matt Briggs is a fan of the show and has become friends with Bald Brian, and Brian put me in touch with him, and he hit me up a few days ago and said, hey, give me your address. I have some new flavors of my butter cakes that you need to try. And 2 days later, a box showed up at my house with these delicious butter cakes. The new flavors were lemon blueberry and apple pie. And I tried the apple pie one, and it is delicious. I brought a few in for you guys if you want to try them. If you want to order them, Briggs, BRIGGS, buttercakes.com, Briggs Buttercakes at Gmail, or Briggs Buttercakes on Instagram.
I've had these butter cakes. He catered our Christmas party one time, and yeah, so the best butter cakes, there's two of them in my opinion, or like the ones that I get regularly, are Nick's on Second in Long Beach / Pasadena, and then Mastro's.
Yeah.
And I believe Briggs is the Mastro's guy.
I think he is.
And you just warm it up a little bit, right?
Well, that's the thing that we didn't get to do at our Christmas
Did you
party.
warm it up, Chris?
And they were still delicious. But yes, I put mine in the microwave for about a minute, and it was served with a little vanilla ice cream on the side. It's delightful.
I can't wait for the dessert bracket, because butter
That's what I
cake
was going to do.
might be my number one.
Ooh, it's up
a
there.
butter cake a la mode. Oh, yeah. Come on.
Well, we still have another 7 months
Come
of
on,
baseball season, so it may take a little while. But
Yeah, dude, this segment's getting some rhyme. What about you, Matt? Where should we go?
I just want to say thank you to Todd at metallicdicegames.com.
Best dice I've ever seen,
They
ever
really
held,
are kind
ever
of
thrown.
incredible.
He can make dice for your shitty game, too.
He's also got a line of jewelry.
Jeez, dude.
I take this beating on the goddamn Patreon comments.
Yeah.
I don't need it in the room. All right. But
Enjoy your Cheetos while I'm having my queso. Next time I have queso, I'm gonna make sure you
No
get it.
joke.
You know what? Next time I eat Cheetos, you're not getting them either.
I swear, the
I like
dice,
how Cheetos is now like Matt.
the dice that Todd sent in, every single one, just the craftsmanship, the weight.
One of them's a weapon.
Yeah.
Yeah, but what
They're
I
awesome.
wish you could do with the dice is make 19 and 16 just a little bit closer, because it doesn't seem to matter.
Yeah. Well, again, if somebody on your team rolls a double, I've mentioned this before.
We can
bring
it back, Dawson.
One of the chance fates is to bring back an eliminated cheese. So it does exist, but you're going to have to roll doubles, and then your partner's going to have to roll the right number.
Yeah, and
I'm
one of
gonna tell you
those
which one it
doubles
is.
that you want, it's on a 20-sided dice.
Dude, I can't wait to bring back Barada.
Proud of making a comeback.
Yeah.
It's
But
sporadic
seriously,
here forever.
check out metallicdicegames.com. Your mind will be blown. He has done some amazing things with dice.
Agreed.
And follow me on Twitter, Matt Fondiler. Thanks for listening.
All right, Das, what's up with you?
Follow me on Twitter at Matt Fondiler. I am writing Sword and Scale podcasts.
Yeah, you did
Lately,
episode
I've been doing some
183.
things. Yeah, 183.
187.
I'm down with the 187.
Whoever got 187, though,
So
man.
make sure you get that. And also, pretty soon, that pre-sale package that we put up at the smokeandkills.com, that's going to disappear, because we're going to put in our vinyl order from that. So if vinyl records and helping out your friend Mike Dawson are two things that are important to you, then go to thesmokeandkills.com and pre-order the pre-sale package of Mike Dawson and the Smoke and Kills, The Last Honky Tonk Hero.
Nice. You should do some NFTs, Das. Have you thought about that? get in that NFT action.
I don't understand how it works.
Dawson
And
seems like a fungible guy to me.
I do know that it's not like I would own this stuff. If you want to buy an NFT, I get what?
Money.
1/10 of a cent.
Could we
And then if it becomes something, you become a millionaire. I don't understand how it works.
Yeah, I don't either. But for our Patreon, could we have some of our tiers offer non-fungible Stokens?
There you go.
Oh, fuck yeah.
Yeah, you want to do that? Non-fungible Tokens?
NFS.
The world's first NFS.
Yeah, NFTs, I think those are all the rage. No, it's the NFS, baby.
Yep.
2021.
Yeah, we give it out on this podcast. Come get your NFSs right here on the water cooler. All right. And as for me, I'm playing shows this weekend. If you're in the Long Beach area, Marina Wine. I'm playing from 7 to 10 on Friday and Saturday. If you'd like to propose to Brown Eyed Girl, I know how to do it. And
if you'd like to propose something else to Brown Eye Girl.
And just come hang out. It's fun. It's outdoors. Drink some wine. You could kick it Philly style with me on the weekend. All right, that'll do it for Water Cooler. Thank you so much for being a part of the show. Thanks for the comments, and we love you so much. We'll be back for Patreon later this week. Bye.